I was told that I had to stay there per you.
Yes, so that we could provide them to you and you would have an opportunity to take them back to your cell
But
should you wish
couldn't
to
they have
review
been
them.
delivered to the jail?
All right. I don't believe there's any other preliminary issues we
There are.
need to address other than
Darrell Brooks Jr. wanted delivery. I mean, it's just he's only accused of killing half a dozen people, maiming, injuring 80, traumatizing hundreds, thousands, a whole country. I mean, why does he have to wait in the back? Go back to jail, have a hot shower, get some meals, kick back, watch reruns of the Golden Girls or whatever. And then you have your legal stuff delivered to you. I mean, and you can tell. I love Judge Doro's response. If you missed it at the beginning, you can watch it at the end. I'm gonna put it out again. She's incredulous. She's absolutely incredulous. She can't believe that this individual, this person, guilty as sin, is so concerned about his convenience. It's wild. You almost watch this. I mean, look, I'm telling, so I'm putting this on Everything Else channel because I feel like, over at Sight Sounds Flavors, I'm falling into this rabbit hole. This has happened now 3 times. First time over at Sight Sounds Flavors, remember I got rid of the whole Darrell Brooks library. I came back with this channel, Everything Else channel, where I was going to start putting in there, but I was like, I got over it again. Now I feel like I'm getting kind of back into it because I'm telling you, this trial, like the Wade Wilson trial, the Mangione trial, those trials were big at the moment. I don't see people talking about them now. Now what you see is like kind of like the cults of personality around them, which is going to be there forever. Like with the Manson family, it was there for like 40 years, but they're not actually talking about the trial. And what's interesting though is that with the Darrell Brooks trial, it just, people keep coming out with new best ofs and new reels, and the thing is, Darrell is just so like messed up in the head and stupid, and I did say stupid. Yeah, I get an email over at Sight Sounds Flavors. I might put that as at the end of this video. It's going to be the thumbnail. You can click on that and go watch that. I got accused by, and I think she's a supporter. If to me it sounds like if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Okay. She sends me a text message, and I just happen to be online, so it sends me the notification. So I race over because I like answering people like right then and there because there's a chance that there's going to be a conversation. Because if they just left the comment, it means they may still be online, and I'm online, and and it read something like, "You don't really care about Darrell Brooks Jr., do you?" It's like, and I wrote back, I said, this has inspired me to make a video. And I do that, with people, and this is a person that's left a lot of comments. I know who this is. I didn't know who it was when I got the notification. YouTube doesn't tell you who left it or what it says, just says you have a comment notification. So, and as soon as I said that, all it says is that this comment is inspired. And I said no, I think, or maybe like a laughs out loud emoji, but I did write, this video has inspired me to, make a video. And, right after that, they erased their comment, thus erasing my comment. And so I'm not thinking that they want me to make a video or wanted me to make a video, so I didn't put their name or info or anything in there, because obviously, and by name, I don't mean their legal name, I mean their YouTube name, their YouTube handle. I didn't put that out there because I didn't know if they wanted the attribution, or if they wanted the traffic or not. But I mean, look, to me, it's just crazy because you do have Darrell Brooks supporters, and for me calling him stupid on this video, they're going to be up in arms, and they will argue to their last breath that they're not Darrell Brooks supporters, but they are. They are, and look, and that's the crazy part about it. Don't judge them, because there were lawyers and doctors and surgeons and whatevers that were in love with Ted Bundy, in love with Danny Rawling, in love with Richard Ramirez, with the Night Stalker, a guy that murdered senior citizens asleep in their bed, was like the dreamboat of a lot of very attractive women in the 1980s, 90s, till his dying day. And they were not stupid. Well, they were stupid. They were stupid, but they weren't uneducated. They were definitely stupid, as are all Darrell Brooks supporters are stupid. But they're not bad people, and they're not necessarily stupid people. They may be very accomplished people, but I'm not going to get into like an argument with them because I call the guy stupid. The guy is stupid because of this, of expecting, delivery of documents. Here's a crazy thought for Darrell Brooks Jr. If the judge has to stay in the building to work and the prosecution has to stay in their offices and work, what is the big deal with you waiting at the courthouse to be served or given the documents? Why is it such a big deal that you've got to put that on the record? Because he's on the record. Remember, he gets all antsy about what goes on the record. Well, he's on the record complaining that he's inconvenienced by having to wait. Where's he got to go? Where's he got to go? You know what I mean? But that's the thing. What people don't understand: the holding cell, jail, whatever, that's become home. They've got the ability to take a shower like we do at home. Maybe not as private or as nice, but it's still a shower. It's still the function of it, right? Has the ability to have a meal, and he's probably got money on the books. And even if he doesn't, they've got to feed him. He's going to trial. They're going to be on their best behavior. So he has the ability now to take a shower. He's got the ability to have a meal. He has the opportunity. He has a TV in there. This is not like, North Korea. He's got, I think even in North Korea they have a television. He's got a TV in there. It's probably a color TV. Nobody has black and white TVs anymore. Or maybe it's a black and white to punish them as prisoners, but I don't think so. So he's got a TV. He may not have dish, satellite, whatever, pay-per-view like we do, but he's got a TV. He's got the functionality of it. And he's got, even if he has two choices, he's got choices. He has the power to pick something he wants to watch as opposed to something he doesn't want to watch, right? And so he's got that, and then he can just kick back. And if he falls asleep, he falls asleep. You can't do that at the courthouse. So it's just crazy how, I just said, well, where does he have to be? Well, he wants to be back in his holding cell, back in his normal. And again, this to me speaks to the level of narcissism that Darrell Brooks Jr. embodied and embodies, because he's not stopped being a narcissist. And I think that is why we are so like into this trial, you know what I mean? And why I think it's going to continue to be. The OJ trial, OJ never testified. The Wade Wilson trial, he didn't testify. You know what I mean? And even though Darrell Brooks Jr. didn't testify, I would argue that the 15, 16, whatever days of trial, that was his testimony. That was his ability, because he spoke there's a lot of people maybe this will be a video for Truth TV, because I just, when I'm making the video, I just thought of this, but maybe a lot of people think that Darrell Brooks Jr., the pro se litigant, would be a different Darrell Brooks Jr. than the witness. I don't know. That's an interesting question, but I don't think so. I mean, he would have to like get into character or something. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how that would work. I don't know why that's even a thing, but I have heard people say that he would have been different as a witness. But I mean, I don't think that matters, because like the jury, the judge, the prosecution, the victims, the press, the people, we've all seen who he really is. So are you saying if he like somehow was more like nice as a witness, that was not, I don't think that would make any kind of difference. But again, it's an interesting point to raise. I mean, that's what I love about these videos, is people just raise like comments that I may find to be non-factors, but to them they are. And when you start to think about it, you say, well, I guess I could, and that's like what I really like. I like the interactive factor of it. So, I mean, here in Louisville, Kentucky, I don't have any friends. I mean, my best friends in Columbus, Ohio, my other best friends in Lansing, Michigan, and people I've worked with, they've moved on, or we don't hang out. It's weird. So, in a very real way, Sight Sounds Flavors, everything else channels, Strength Addicts, my Spanish channels are like they feed a social interaction function for me. So again, I like making these videos, so I find that I'm falling back into the black hole of the Darrell Brooks trial. But again, I don't know how long I'll be making videos on this for, but let's talk about it. The interest is there. Let's talk about it. And you guys don't want to see 10 minutes of trial footage, because I've noticed that too. Um, Not that I would put that out on a channel, because I think that's very unoriginal, and I think it's really just, I don't know, it's sad. But to each their own. But I think that a clip here, a clip there, and then several minutes of talking about it is kind of like, that's the magic formula for the audience that I had when I talked about it, and that I hope to continue to have now, because there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of subject matter. You know what I mean? And but again, I just cannot get over the fact, like, just how dare you inconvenience me? You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't you have done it like that? And I there are times when I think the judge just kind of like has her, shut the up, Darrell Brooks Jr. Just shut the up.